not often you get to build a dedication card to someone. This one was built in loving memory of Tish, and we've taken our time with it. I can tell you, nothing but the utmost respect has been done in the building this far. Everyone knows the story. He's a long-term customer. And I can't wait to finish it off and give it back to him. Anyway, this is a YouTube video you are going to want to watch. As soon as I heard the story behind everything, spoke to the customer, I'm like, yes, I am filming this build. And it's going to take a few months, and there's going to be a lot of clips. So I hope you enjoy. For Tish. So Matt, you've done plenty of these LS removals before. You got it down to a fine art. Can you just quickly dot point run it through me? How long does it take and what are you going to do to get the thing out?
I'm going to have to remove a fair bit here. Scuttle to start off with, probably leave the blower on, rip it out, just the whole, without removing as much as possible, and yeah, put it on a crate.
How long do you reckon it'll take you?
Oh, I'm going to say it's probably solid 4 hours, maybe.
A solid 4
Give
hours.
or take.
How good. See? Solid 4 hours. He's going to have the donk out. We'll get some shots of this. And yeah, it's going to be a good build. You had to take the charger off?
I had to take the charger off, unfortunately. Couldn't get away with it.
Oh, you tried?
Try to get around it, yes.
All right, Matt. How'd you go?
Out and proud.
Out and proud?
Nice and, yeah. Nice and easy in the end. Wasn't too bad.
You did pretty quick.
Oh, yeah. A bit of a couple of little extra bits and pieces I don't usually deal with, but yeah, no, it's all out. Ready for a quick hose down. Get ready for the new engine.
Perfect. Excellent. I'll check back in. Well, there's no better way than to actually speak to the engine builder himself about the build on this red GTS. So let's go ask Marky.
Back when it was new, 2010, put the supercharger on from new, and then we decided to build an engine when it was about a year old maybe. So it was an LS3 with a stroking crankshaft and steel rods and forged pistons and ported heads and all that sort of stuff, but you know, camshaft, whatnot. It was 440 kilowatts at the wheel, so it's at 600-ish horsepower. That was on a 2300 Harrop blower. And it's done a lot of Ks, time for a big birthday. So the current combination is full of aftermarket goodness. So it's a LS Next, cast iron LS Next block, Kelly's 4.150 stroke crankshaft, Kelly's rods, forged pistons, one of our custom camshafts, some masked 11 degree LS3 port style, so LS3 configuration but in an 11 degree valve angle. Aftermarket rockers and aftermarket everything basically. The only original Holden parts are things like the water pump and stuff like that. Big twin plate clutch and billet flywheel and you know all trick stuff. Our 2-inch primary pot headers, our 3-inch catback exhaust system, a Magnum T56 close ratio 6-speed. It's got everything. And then obviously the Magnuson, the latest configuration of the Magnuson 2650. We're turning that to 18 psi, I think it is. The target when it's finished and running and all that is 900 rear wheel horsepower. That's our target. So that'll be, you know, 1,000 flywheel or thereabouts. You know, we like to call it a 454, but it's just not 450 cubes.
What would that be in litres?
7.3, I think it is. Yeah, 7.3 litres, something like that, 7.6, something.
I recognise that, Rob. What is it?
Well, it's a front of a supercharger with a VCM OTR.
What are you trying to do with this one here?
Well, trying to make the VCM OTR fit up Grayson's custom supercharger snout come throttle body. You know what Grayson's like?
Lowered engine mount, bigger throttle body by an inch.
So you've lowered the engine mounts.
Yeah. So we've got bonnet clearance, so we can run the big ass blower without cutting it.
Yep.
And this is a 4.5 inch opening, but instead of being centered, it's been dropped down so the bolt holes line up.
And now you ask Robbie to come in here, grab his 3D scanner over there, scan this in here to
3D print a new top cover basically that, which is the VCM part, that doesn't line up to our throttle body anymore.
So you're going to make that bit?
Yeah. If you say it quick, it's easy.
So where we left you, Rob, you had just finished scanning the front of the car.
Correct. Yes.
So what do you do from there?
So from there, I import the scan into my 3D program, where I can start using that scan as a starting point, as you know, the faces that I need to go between. From there, I do a 3D model of it and 3D print it.
How long was the print time?
For about 20 hours.
Yeah.
Actually, I printed it in 2 pieces, because it is rather big for our printer. So yeah, made it in 2 halves.
And then epoxied it together?
Glued it together. Yeah, so probably about 20 hours. Or
Yeah, right.
28 hours, somewhere around there.
Not bad.
Just a couple of things about the engine build itself, because you built this one. With the crankshaft, polished that? Yeah, so I hand finished that, and then got it balanced, and then super finished it. So I got a double treatment and a super finish machine before and after balancing. Turn the machine on. It's a vibrating machine, so it just vibrates, but the crank to start rotating in the ceramic beads. So there's only enough ceramic beads in there at the moment, so I could mount it. There's the rest there. I'm going to put all those back in here, because you can't get the crank to fit in there on a 12 beads. Beads? What are they? Beads? Beads. No, they're not beads. Jack in the beanstalk? No, they're beads. It's ceramic beads. And that crank balanced up really nice with no Mallory metal, which is kind of cool for a big stroker crank like that to go away with no Mallory metal. And it's got a boost style piston with a heavy pin in it and a heavier conrod, so to get away far without Mallory metal with that quite a heavy bob weight was pretty good. Didn't do the valve springs, they had already been treated. I did the camshaft. Yeah, that's looking good, isn't it? Yes. It's got his camshaft, super finish. I like it on the high rear areas, a high, like, you know, camshaft load. Look at that. Camshaft journals. We all know how hard these engines are on camshafts. If you got the opportunity to give it a bit of love, why wouldn't you?
Engine's back into the GTS. We've still got the transmission to go, we've got the diff to go as well, so there's still a fair bit more work. The suspension has been done, so we'll keep on checking back in. How good the engine, transmission are all back in this. We're just bleeding up the cooling system now because it's about to go on the dyno. It is so exciting. This has been a build that has taken such a long time because there's so many different elements, so many different custom parts. And we're finally there. We're nearly at the pointy end of the stick. I cannot wait to see how this thing's going to go on the dyno. Kicking it in the guts for the first time. Oh, yeah, it's so good. Let's go around the back, have a listen to this thing. First time it's idling. Alright, so behind me is the big HSV build. Oh, we're about to run it up on the dyno, get the running tune sorted out the way. Then we'll get some power runs happening. Oh, I can't wait. Have a look at it. She is a thing of beauty. This is what happens when you do it right the first time and you don't compromise on anything. Cannot wait. So we've got the Diff out of the GTS just sitting here. I'll spin the camera around and I'll show you the factory one versus the one that we're building to put in it right now. So this is a factory Diff. We've taken the crown wheel off it and actually have a look here, boom, and you can see the spider gears just here. Now this is such a weak point. I've pulled apart and seen so many Diffs where the spider gears on this style from a VE, where they actually smash all these teeth off. Then it goes through everything and the Diff actually just gets completely destroyed. So what we like to do when people want to Diff upgrade is put in a true track. Now you can see the gears just down here. So it's it's got like a planetary style gear set. I'll see if I can throw a diagram up to explain how this planetary style gear set works over the traditional style spider gear setup that we've got in here with the 2 cones on each end for LSD to lock up. It's pretty interesting, the difference between the two. Anyway, so we've got crown wheel on it, pinion, bearings, this is all set up, it's all been cleaned down and it's about to get reassembled. Hey bud.
Hi.
What are we doing?
We're just finishing off our installation of a true track and some taller gears in what we know as Golly, which is our 454 2650 Magnum blown thing.
What was the ratio?
3 7s.
What is it?
3 to 7.
Excellent. What's that going to help with?
Doing kilometre long burnouts.
Yeah, so obviously after we 3D printed that new intake, we decided to go over the top with some carbon fibre to give it a little bit more strength, to make it heat resistant, or more heat resistant, and also just to make it a little bit better looking to match, you know, obviously the rest of the engine bay there. So it's coming along nicely. You know, there still needs to be sanded back, a couple more coats need to be applied and it needs to be cleared, but yeah, it's just one of those things that make that little bit better. Here it is, all finished up, back on the car, ready to rock and roll. How good does that look? Hey guys, so as you know, this build is a dedication car, so it's to his late wife, and we've done the car, we've got the power, you know, everything is so good. It's this bloke's dream car, and he wanted to dedicate the build to his late wife, so we even got the little badge made up to put right next to the HSV badge in the engine bay. And I thought, you know what, I could go a little bit further and yeah, see if I could design him something as far as a t-shirt is designed, or even a hoodie, so he can wear it when he's not around his car and, you know, show off this pride and joy. So I'll flip the camera around and show you what we've come up with so far. So yeah, here we go. It's a bit different. So it's actually just getting printed up now, and yeah, hopefully I get it printed up and we'll come over here and I'll press it onto a t-shirt for him. There you go. Right, have a look. Completed design of the hoodie. Yeah, I reckon it's come up pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. So, yeah, no, it's good. So we managed to sneak out, drive up the 1 and 20 and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. One is, this is going to be on Rides Down Under Workshop Wars Series 8. It's going to be airing around Australia, the end of October, start of November, Channel 7 Mate. And then I thought, why not, we could film, you know, some of this as we're driving along and add this into the YouTube, so you get a bit of a sneak peek. The YouTube will come out before the Channel 7 Mate version. If you want a thorough rundown of absolutely everything, you will have to tune in to Channel 7. Other than that, hope you enjoyed this bit of a YouTube video that we threw together for you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, if they unlove me, it really makes.
How much talk?
All of it.
How much talk did it make in the end?
996 pounds. Jeep was through in the old pound, which I think is about 1,500 newton meters, something like that.
So this 454, you're happy with the combination, the way it drives, the way everything handles now?
And it's really good, really, really good. I mean, it's
so docile but so angry, if that makes sense. Like, you can drive it on 1/8 throttle opening and, you know, beat everything on the road, just cracking the throttle that much. How's the suspension feel? Suspension's really good. It's next level. It's the first time we've used Shockworks in one of these cars, and it is really, it's so compliant, but the thing steers like it's on rails.
And as far as the Melwood T56,
This T56 Magnetic and a direct shifter, it's so good. I think the gearbox better than me. Yeah, it's really good. It works good. The ratios are perfect, and it just works so nice. It's so easy to shift gears. The standard VE thing with the remote shifter is a bit all over the shop. This thing's really good.
so if you were to wrap it up, what were you to say? Just one sentence, describe the car.
Awesome. Now this whole package really delivers. It delivers power, it delivers drivability, and it certainly delivers in road holding and compliance and everything else. I just love everything about it.